have these two little elves, so they're pointy. It looks like pointy hats, but I think it's actually their hair. The story of plastics. This actually intrigues me a lot more. What do post boxes look like where you're from? In France, they're bright yellow. 1962, people at work. This is Jen. ASMR. Subscribe before you fall asleep. Hi there, my lovely sleepy squirrels. I hope that you are all well. In this video, I am going to be tapping and tracing on the next lot of Ladybird classic cover postcards. So Mo from the UK, Mo, sent me these to my PO box last year, and I have been slowly going through them and having a look and tracing on them. This will be the third video in the series. We did 1 to 20 in the first one and 21 to 40 in the second one. Today we're going to do the next 20. Postcard from This is a ladybird, of course. These are children's books from the UK. You probably either have ladybird books or an equivalent that is quite similar. Ladybird books are known and loved the world over. For millions of people, they bring back the golden days of childhood, learning to read, discovering the magic of books, and growing up. I don't recognize many. I'm just slightly out of the age range for Ladybird books. I have seen them, but that's not the books that I was reading when I was a kid. This is a cute example from the last video we did. Puppies and kittens. Look at how adorable those fingers. So there is a full video for these 20 and a full video for these 20. I will link them down below so you can go and have a look. And let's jump in to the next one, starting with The Story of Flight, a Ladybird Achievements book. BEAP. So here is the first one, The Story of Flight, a Ladybird Achievements book. And this was in 1960 in the Achievement series by Richard Bowood and illustrated by Robert Ayton. So 1960, The Flight, The Story of Flight. You've got this plane, a BEA plane. Little British flag there. Does anybody know, what specific plane is? I'm not good at remembering things like that. It's a GABRY. A Gabri. RG dash Abri. have a look at the next one. This one is a Ladybird Achievements book also. Great inventions. Great inventions. But what is this invention on the cover of Great Inventions? At first I thought it was like the side of a stadium or something. It looked like it could be the side of a stadium. I don't know what it is. A plane going past here. Some engineers working on whatever this is going down underground. Maybe some sort of satellite thing. When was this one done? This was 61, so 1 year after that one. Richard Boyd and Robert Ayton, so the same illustrator and the same writer for these two achievements books. And now the story of newspapers, also an achievements book. Same. So yeah, 1969, so a bit later. W.D. Siddall and illustrated by R. Emberton. So different writer, different illustrator, but it is an achievements book. Newspapers, or the story of newspapers. I like talking of like the history and how we got into it and how that ended up happening. Three men in the picture, all very businessy. One selling newspapers, two reading and buying newspapers. This little duffel bag. We have image. I don't know what that says. Don't know what that says. That says Queen. Moto. Memo. We have Daily Mirror, Daily Express, and the Daily Telegraph. Prime Minister to address the House. Backbench, dispute flares. And cabinet, something. And what's that? It looks like Rolling Stone or something. But I don't know what it actually says. Women's only. Oh, there's a Playboy in the back there. Why would a kid's book have a Playboy magazine in the back of the cover? It's just creepy. Well, at least One of the men is not actively buying the Playboy on the cover, but still, that is pretty dark. Pretty gross. And this next one is plastics. The story of plastics. This actually intrigues me a lot more. That's very interesting. A Ladybird Achievements book. The story of plastics. You have a woman in a plastic jacket. Pleather. Then this guy is doing some science, making some plastics. Foam, big sheets of I don't know what, and Tupperware. I like this one. I would actually be interested in reading this book. The font of the word plastics too. It's all like gloopy and 70s. 1972. A harness illustrated by B.H. Robinson. I like the colors, the depictions. I like them. How realistic does his hair look? And she looks like really realistic too. And is this a child or is it like a laborer? It's a laborer. It looked like a child. I think it's actually like a laborer doing some work on some buildings. Next one, people at work. Okay, we're starting a new series here. We're going for people at work, and I can see the next ones are also people at work. I like these ones. So, a Ladybird easy reading book, people at work, the policeman. We have a policeman here with his white glove. When did policemen stop wearing white gloves? His hat is Bobby's hat. And this radio is police radio. And it's all blue. The blue sky, the blue uniform. Of course, the mustache, of course. When was this? 1962, People at Work by V. Southgate and J. Havenhand, illustrated by John Barry. I feel like John Barry illustrated a bunch of them. That name rings a bell from last time, even though it was quite a while ago. Do you think they stopped wearing white gloves when they also stopped all having mustaches? Maybe. we have the nurse. People at work, the nurse. You wouldn't get a book where it would be like a policeman and the nurse, and it would be like a man and a woman. You would usually get a mix now. But back then you would definitely not get like a policewoman on the front of that. Or a policewoman in general. Not really even sure if they did have policewomen in the 60s. Maybe just a few. And male nurses, I'm not sure, maybe in the army. And then you wouldn't call them a nurse, you'd call them like a medic. Probably, even if a medic was less qualified than the nurse, you would still not call him a nurse or her a medic. Ladybird Easy Reading Book. People at work. The nurse. We have a little girl with a cast. Little cast, a little red dress, and yellow. I think they're a little like hair ribbons, but there's like a lot of yellow going on. It looks like it's in a hospital. When was this? 1963. V. Southgate, G. Hand, illustrated by John Barry. So everyone is the same. And this book is the last one. We are getting to see the postman now, and the postal service, not just the postman. We have the classic red postbox, and you can see he's got his keys in there. He's removing the letters, and his well, I'm assuming it's a postman. It looks like a car, but what do post boxes look like where you're from? In France, they're bright yellow. They're not red at all. They're bright yellow. And they're not this shape. Like, they're not like these pillars. They're more like rectangular boxes on a post or on the wall. About where you're from. What are they like? And now onto the soldier. The last one was in 1965, and this was 1966. And the same writer and illustrator too. So the soldier, we have a soldier here with like a camouflage ghillie kind of hat or helmet, not hat. And then some sort of gun with like a green bit attached to the front. Is that like a dagger? I don't know what that is. He's on the brush. Being a soldier. His mate is over here. one is people that work in a hotel. All just chefs. All the people that work in hotels are just chefs. So not the hotel stuff, the kitchen stuff. It's more like a restaurant. That's cute. He has like a little pencil in his chef's hat. I didn't know they had that. They have like little pockets. Yeah. It's like where it's turned up. He's got like a little notebook and a little pencil in there. They've all got different chef hats on, all different sizes and shapes. And he is holding some cake pans, some bowls, and a pot. This was in 1972. I'm the same like writer and illustrator. You can really see the same illustrators on all of these. Such amazing work when you think about it. Like how realistic and how beautifully painted everything is. Like it would just be extremely expensive to get someone to do this now. It would be so much cheaper to just do like a photo of this or like an illustration. But actually like a painting, like all of these, you just wouldn't be able to, I feel like. We have the customs officer. That's such a strange job to be represented. The customs officer. Someone checking your luggage. Checking what's in your stuff. Your parcels and whatnot. Is it parcels or is it like luggage? Yeah, it's just a bunch of guys checking what's in people's luggage. There's a woman walking by here, and then there's one in there. And these two guys are there. Like this guy's obviously the one that's his stuff because he's got the like that kind of hat, and he's got like an officer-y type hat. So he's checking it out. It just looks like a bit of a dodgy deal kind of going on. It's a very dark kind of cover. Almost like a police detective kind of story, like a crime story or something. Not a children's book about different jobs you could have. Almost even looks like a photo that's like taken with not much light. It's all like realistic rather than like a cover kind of thing. And then we have in a big store. People at work in a big store. The last one was 1972 and this one is 1973. Then we have the big shopping center or department store. A very fancy building with flags. We have a woman here who's been shopping, maybe. Is it all just a bunch of women shopping? Yeah. Well, there's a few guys, like, as a family unit. A couple with a kid, a couple, and then just some women. I'll go and jump in, walking around. We're getting into sports now. We've got the story of cricket. The Ladybird Easy Reading Book. The story of cricket. 1964, and it is Easy Reading Sport. The same writer as those last ones, but a different illustrator, Jack Matthew. You can see the slight difference in style, but it is still quite similar, like the painting style. These ones are a bit more vibrant, but I don't know if it's just because of the green in the back or the painting style that makes it like that. So we have 3 cricket players here. I don't specifically know cricket rules, like I know roughly how the game is played, but I've never really paid much attention to like specifically what's going on in the game and the rules and stuff. I just know that one of my favorite Bluey episodes is about Rusty being a good cricket player. And then we have football, of course. The story of football, and it is 1964. Same illustrator, you can tell that he probably painted these two, roughly the same period. They're very similar. So we have the red and white team and the blue and white team here. I wonder if there are specific teams, or if they're just like random painted colors kind of thing. Are they based on 2 real teams back then? They're very happy about it though. The ref here is very happy too. then we have a complete shift into Cinderella. Were you expecting rugby to be next? I kind of was. But no, we have Cinderella, a Ladybird easy reading book, well-loved tales, Cinderella. And we have this very pretty and pink Cinderella with an extremely tiny waist, a big poofy skirt to her dress. We have the carriage in the background. We have a witch with a big wand here, very, very tall wand to the star at the top. She's smiling, so she's probably the fairy godmother and not the witch. Is it the same illustrator? No. Eric Winter. And it is still Vera Southgate. We've heard her before. 1964 well-loved tale series. Cinderella. Now we have a Sleeping Beauty here. Well-loved tales, Sleeping Beauty. 1965, same illustrator, you can tell. The lovely, work on the painting and the fabric. It's so pretty. It's the same prettiness as in this fabric here. That's something I really, really love in older paintings. The way that the fabric is so draped and shiny. So pretty. And we have what looks like a pointy hooded nun. I'm not sure. Is it a nun or is it a guy? I'm going to say it's an older woman, but why is her hood pointy? I don't know. Watching over Sleeping Beauty in her very flowy yellow dress and her very soft pretty curls, or waves. They're more waves. Very pretty wave here. I love even though they've painted the curtains and even the bed sheets and stuff, all of the fabric. Now we have the gingerbread boy. The gingerbread boy. I would have said gingerbread man, but it's gingerbread boy. We have this older couple here being like a gingerbread boy. And here he is here, jumping along very joyfully but mischievously. This is 1966. Vera Southgate, same writer, but the illustrator has changed. Robert Lumley. Yeah, you can tell that the illustrator changed. Look at all these cute little houses all down the row. Now we have the three little pigs. The wolf there. This is also 1965. Same illustrator and same writer. It's a gingerbread boy. I feel like we had a Three Little Pigs before in one of the earlier ones. Like a different thing. What is that? Down here we have some worms coming out of the little tin can, and they've got some scissors to cut the wolf's fishing rod. He's like, the fish is jumping free from his frying pan. So the wolf has gone fishing, and everyone is conspiring to not let him eat the worms and the fish. And he's watching the piggies go back home. The three little pigs. Three different little hats. I've got Barry. Looks like a little sailor's hat, and then like a little red cap, like a worker's cap or something. And then the wolf looks like he's got like a top hat, but like from like a homeless person or something, with the top of it like hanging off. Definitely a vagabond. This next one is the elves and the shoemaker, which isn't one that I know like a lot. Like I don't know it very well. I remember it was like the elves were doing the work at night while the shoemaker was asleep. Like helped him out like a lot. But I don't remember why. Was he sick or his wife was sick or something? I don't know. I feel like there was like a lesson to be learned because he took it for granted, and so they did something mean, or I don't remember. Couldn't tell you. This was 1965, Vera Southgate, and also the same illustrator as the last one. And we have these two little elves, so they're pointy, it looks like pointy hats, but I think it's actually their hair that is in this little teardrop shaped pointiness. And the little Peter Pan clothes, hammering away on these big shoes. These big green and gold and red shoes. Very stylish. And you've got the shoemaker and his wife, maybe? Well, it looks like Santa actually, but peeking through the curtains. Now we have Jack and the Beanstalk. Look how scary that giant is. That looks terrifying to a child. We have the giant that looks like, actually it looks like he's gonna save Jack. Not shave Jack, that would be odd. He's gonna save Jack, and Jack looks like he's gonna fall down here. And he has like a little heart on his back there. And the beanstalk. This was also 1965, and it was Vera Southgate and Eric Winter. And last but not least, we have Rapunzel. We have Rapunzel here with her long, long braid. It's a very uniform long braid there. Just keeping it nice. And then, is this the prince that has just climbed up? Yeah, I feel like he's holding on to the ledge there. Doesn't it look like that? And look at his fancy sleeves. I thought that was like leopard print. I was like, oh, fancy prints. This leopard print. But no. He has like a musketeer's kind of hat there with a big feather. And she looks happy to see him. Funny because when you see her hair, like the braid going all the way down to there, even that looks extremely long. But when you think about it, it had to go pretty far down for him to have to climb up it. So that was fancy prints. Even like his little collar and his hat all looks all furry and his hair's all shiny. This one was 1968, so a little later than the others. Vera Southgate and Eric Winter. Same illustrator though. So that's that last one. Which one did you enjoy the most? Do you recognize any of these guys? I did not recognize any of the covers from books I had or have seen, but I do like recognize the style and stuff. Let me bring back a lovely Ladybird box of postcards for our outro. Blanket scratching or box tapping outro. Not sure yet, we'll see. So, I hope that you enjoyed this video, this third installment of the Ladybird cover series. We still have 40 more postcards to go, so I hope you'll join me for the next installment in a while. And maybe at the very end, once I've done the 5th one, I might put like a compilation of all 5. It'll be like a 5-hour video pretty much. It'll be very, very long. So, I hope that you are feeling very, very relaxed after all that. If you too have a great idea for a video, as Mo did when she saw these and sent them over, you are very welcome to send something over for the channel. My French PO box is in the description of this video and is now open. It was closed for about a year, but I reopened it last month, mostly for patrons, but everyone is welcome to use it. If you want to send over a little card or a letter, something for the channel, for example, something to unbox in a video, very welcome. Oh, and if you have like a small business, that would be cute. I could definitely showcase some of your guys' stuff in a video. Whatever you do, that would make a nice video too. Okay. So, if you would like to see any extra content from me, you could pop over to Patreon, claim your sleepy shout out, or join us on the monthly lives, join us for book club, or just get access to the over 100 ad-free full-length ASMR videos that are already instantly available to you. And if you just want to join in here on YouTube, you can join the Super Sleepy Squirrel membership here on YouTube and get access to the ad-free versions of all my uploads. Okay, so if you made it to this point in the video without falling asleep, I would like you to pop some work emojis in the comments. To see some policemen, postmen, nurses, soldiers, any of the jobs that we saw during the covers. I want to see a little workforce, a diverse workforce in the comments. Policewoman, a male nurse. You can just pop them in with your regular comment. Let me know how you are. If you were able to get into your own little bubble of gum during this series, you're looking forward to the next one. But if you are far too sleepy, it's okay. You can just pop that little emoji in there by itself. I'll know what you mean now. I will see your support. Thank you. Okay. So I hope that every single one of my lovely, lovely sleepy squirrels are well. Wherever you are in the world, whatever is happening around you, I hope that you can find your own little bubble of calm. For example, if you are in the UK, like my lovely, lovely sleepy squirrel Mo, you sent me these lovely postcards and email. I hope you're well, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope that you all have a lovely, lovely